It's new from Sophie Ellis-Bextor. It's called Lost in the Sunshine. Sophie's new album, Hannah, is one of 85 million albums out today. Brand new music. Noel Gallagher, remember? Jake Shears. Loads of people have got stuff out today. Good luck today, Sophie. We're wishing you all the very best. We're going to revisit Noel Gallagher's Piano Room from yesterday with a very special live track. Our final play of this week's Record of the Week, Padum Padum, from Kylie Minogue is coming up. And two more hopefuls are going to play 10 to the top. Not only that, but after the news with Justine, we are going to dive into the BBC archive one more time. And today, we've got an amazing clip. I can't tell you what it is, but if all the clips that we've played have excited you so far in the 3 weeks that we've been doing it, you're going to absolutely love this one. It's very, very special.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds.
And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Justine Green. Philip Schofield has strongly denied grooming a younger male colleague and has apologised for having an affair with him. In his first TV interview since leaving this morning, he told the BBC he met the man when he was 15 but didn't start a relationship with him until he was 20. Amol Rajan interviewed Mr Schofield.
He's aware of the huge volume of commentary, speculation, and, let's be frank, abuse online. And I think that there's just an impulse in those circumstances when you're seeing a lot of, as he sees it, falsehoods, to do two things. One is to say sorry to this young man in question, who I think he feels very guilty about the consequences for him. But the other is to try and correct some of those falsehoods.
Researchers say a trial of a blood test which can detect 50 different types of cancer has shown real promise. A study found the test was able to correctly identify 2/3 of cancers among 5,000 people. But scientists say it's not yet ready to be rolled out. The Science Minister George Freeman has admitted that the government will probably lose its legal challenge against the COVID inquiry. Yesterday, Downing Street announced it would seek a judicial review to try to block the release of Boris Johnson's unredacted private messages and diaries. Dame Deirdre Hine, who led the independent review of the 2009 swine flu outbreak, says the government's attempt to withhold the documents is unwise.
I vividly recall that when I was appointed to chair a public inquiry, it was impressed upon me that I had the power of a High Court judge to demand that anyone I felt should appear before me should, and that any documentation that I thought might be relevant should be produced for me.
The White House says President Biden is fine after he fell over during a military graduation ceremony. Mr Biden, who's 80, was helped up by officials but walked back to his seat unaided. The UK arm of the car manufacturer Fiat has blamed a lack of government subsidies for a slowdown in demand for electric vehicles. The firm has written to the government asking for more incentives to be introduced after the grants for battery-powered cars were withdrawn last year. The head of Fiat UK, Damien Daly, is concerned that without action, less environmentally friendly vehicles will continue to dominate sales.
So it doesn't necessarily need to be the grant, but there needs to be probably tax breaks, either subsidies or similar incentives, because it's really, really dropping off significantly. And it's understandable because cost of living crisis, etc. People need a reason to buy. Otherwise, I think they will just walk into another petrol or diesel car.
Officials have warned that an annual cheese rolling event in Gloucestershire is putting a strain on the emergency services after several people were sent to hospital with injuries. Hundreds of people competed in Monday's race on Cooper's Hill, which involved chasing large wheels of cheese down a steep incline. Community safety officials have said police and fire services will no longer staff the race until organisers come up with plans to protect people. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
Thank you, Justine.
This is Vernon Kay on Radio 2.